So, I know you're not supposed to talk about politics, and it's probably not the best of idea because you could divide your audience because, some of you obviously hate Trump and some of you really like Trump. But personally, myself, I'll give you my first opinion, what I think about politics. I think it's an illusion of choice. I don't think any president, for that matter, has really any power. I think it's a con game all around. And I only really like Trump because he pisses everybody off. So I don't care about the guy, whether he wins or loses. But the one thing I will say is that I think it is hilarious how he just makes everybody so angry and how the Democrats have been trying to kick him out of office. I mean, they tried with the whole grab first, and then they tried to hit him with the Russian collusion, and then they tried to hit him with shady business deals, and then they tried now to hit him with the final impeachment, and the dude is still in office. I don't think anyone who's been a president has endured this much of tax and how many people have been trying to get rid of him in the history of America, and yet the dude is still standing, and it's hilarious. And I love him for the fact that he is nothing more than just a giant hornet-kicking meme, in my opinion, dude. And he's also done one good thing. He has exposed how biased the media can be, in both on the left and on the right. But, bro, I really feel as if he's not doing anything bad or anything good. As much as Trump supporters want to think it's not true, I think that a president, like I said, is an illusion of choice. The people that hold all the power in America are the lobbyists, the corporations, the people that pay millions, if not billions of dollars to senators and the Congress to try to push their agendas through, which inevitably get pushed through. Otherwise, why are they going to give them all this money, right? There's bribery, right? I find the American political system to be super corrupt, But congratulations to Trump and those of you who support Trump. And I'm sorry for all those out here, especially Hutch. I mean, look at, Hutch must be really upset right now. I mean, the dude has been streaming this entire impeachment process and is like a huge advocate to bring Trump down. And I mean, it's not a shocker. It's not a shocker that today he was acquitted. Obviously, I mean, anyone who thought that he was going to be found guilty. I mean, the Republicans hold the majority, man. So obviously, except for Mitt Romney, who I imagine is probably going to become a Democrat soon. That's the only reason why he would do this, because, he just turned his back on his party. But he's the only Republican to vote against Trump. But yeah, Trump wins. Obviously, he's not going to be impeached. The Democrats wasted everybody's time. And probably by this error and by Nancy Pelosi being senile, they probably have, I'd say at this point, pissed off the American public enough that you have ensured that Trump will win in 2020. Winning against Hillary Clinton in 2016 was whoa, it was a pretty long shot for a lot of people. A lot of people didn't think he had a chance to win. And if he could win that election, and then now, after everything he's gone through, I mean, if you're a Republican, you probably have a massive bone for Trump right now, and you're like, yeah, dude, this guy probably has the better odds of winning now than any time in the history of any presidential election ever. It's almost, who the heck's to beat him? Biden, who likes to hug kids and does weird stuff, or Bernie, who no one's going to vote for. No one's going to vote for Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders, America hates socialism, even though a lot of their programs are socialist. Breaking news there, Americans, your public roads and all the government and all the army and all the Medicare and all that kind of stuff. That's socialism, guys. Just to break it down to that's socialism. But another thing that's funny, too, about American politics and why the president, unless he has the Senate, it doesn't matter. Bernie could get elected, but the Republicans are going to have the Senate. So it doesn't matter what he wants to do. Sure, you could pass it in the House, oh my God. But as soon as it gets to the Senate, the real, moneymaker, the real, people who actually can pass the law or not pass the law, boom, no. Senate's going to be shoot it down. But anyways, back to the topic here at hand, that Emperor Trump has won, and I love it. I love it not because I support Trump as a politician, but I love it because I just enjoy the anarchy. I enjoy the insanity. I love to see people getting upset and crying about things that at the end of the day they don't have any control over, that at the end of the day it doesn't have any control over them. Because let me keep it real with you, man. Does the president, and who's the president, has it ever actually really affected your life? Sure. There's probably a few of you right now that have had some kind of negative or positive result because of the president, but 99% of your daily life, the president has nothing to do with what is happening with you. It was said on even Joe Rogan's podcast, Hunter S. Thompson, you guys know who Hunter S. Thompson is, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. He ran to be the sheriff of Aspen. and many philosophers have said the same thing as well in different ways, is that you should worry about your local politicians. You should worry about your local districts. You should worry about where you live and who is running that area, because those people have a direct effect on what happens in your life, not what's happening in Washington, D.C. with President Trump. Like, come on, bro. Like, let me ask all these people out here as well who are all crazy Democrats or SJWs or Hutch kind of like people who are freaking out that Trump is doing all these things bad, right? Let me ask you a question, man. Let me ask you a question. What laws has Trump passed, and what has he actually done that has had a negative impact on anybody you know, or anything that has happened that hasn't been put into law before by previous presidents, but perhaps maybe the media hasn't covered it? It's all the con game. Like, you don't think divide and conquer is what's going on right now in America? You don't think that perhaps maybe there are ulterior motives going on here? You don't think this is the number one way to control the population? Like, this is 101 when it comes to how to control a population and get them to do what you want to do. Have them get all fired up, have them fighting each other, create divisiveness, so they're not actually focusing on the problems at hand, but more worried on fighting each other over identity politics. And then, you know what? It's easy to do what you want to do. People are too busy paying attention to, like, whether or not Orange Man is bad, or whether or not Nancy Pelosi is, acting like a senile old lady, and the Democrats are a bunch of left-wing SJW, crybaby, vegan, soy boy douchebags, or whether the right is some freaking, oh my God, they're so racist. Oh my God, we're so racist. Like, it's so hilarious. Like, man, come on, people. At the end of the day, this is all just a giant joke. It really is. And we are the people that they're laughing at. Every single one of them out here who's fighting for it. It's amazing. It is amazing. And I love it, though, because, like I said, I enjoy the anarchy. I don't really believe that any president has any power, really, at the end of the day, that controls anything in my life. Like, I'm a Canadian and an American, right? I'm a dual citizen. And in my entire life of living on this earth, the Prime Minister of Canada or the President of the United States, when I've lived in both countries, my life has not been changed in any way whatsoever. No tax break helped me make more money. No taxes, for whether it be from Democrats, helped me lose money. Nothing in any way whatsoever has my life ever been changed that I've known a difference or seen a difference where I'm like, damn, this Justin Trudeau is really ruining my life, man. Like, you know what? Sure, there's certain laws that are passed that you think are pretty lame, but they actually never really apply to you. Like, they apply to a small group of people. And, maybe those people are getting hosed. I don't know. But I mean, like, I'm not a fan of Justin Trudeau. I think he is a left-wing nut job who's going to, destroy this country based upon the fact he's too afraid to offend anybody. And I do like the Republicans for that, because at least the Republicans, that's one thing I will say here, which will probably make some of you upset. I like the Republicans for the simple fact that it seems like the right is a little bit harder. They're a little bit less soy boy. They're a little bit more, not into censorship and making jokes. It's crazy, right? The left seems like a bunch of crybaby, soy, vegan, everything is, upset about this and that. Let's make sure we can't have free speech. And, that's with the media as well. Like, that's one thing, like I said about 3 minutes back in the video, that Trump has exposed is the bias in social media and also just media on TV and the news and entertainment. So, I mean, that's one thing. It's woken people up to the fact that, yeah, hey, all these media outlets that are mostly run by Democrats, they do have a huge bias. And like I said, the right has biases too, like Fox ain't exactly coming in with a lot of anti-Trump sentiment, right? They're trying to push their angle as well, which is funny because Fox is owned by a Democrat. So once again, adding to the conspiracy theory that, it's divide and conquer. The best way to take over a population is have them fight amongst yourselves. It's true. And also get them scared. Coronavirus. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching the video. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't got much else to say about it, but Trump has been acquitted. No one really thought it would be otherwise. Like, if you thought Trump was actually going to get impeached to the full extent, you're an idiot. Like, sorry, I'm just going to tell you right now, you are an absolute moron. There was no chance in hell. You have a better chance of getting struck by lightning and winning the lottery at the same time than him getting impeached. So, but one thing you can do, though, which is definitely guaranteed to make your life better, you hit that subscribe button right now. And also, smash the like button. Stop being a loser. Stop being a hater. Support a fellow alpha male MLG Call of Duty athlete like yourselves, you stud muffins out there. And I will see you all on the next video. I appreciate your support. Take care. Be cool. Stay in school. And last but not least, and most importantly, you all stay black. Don't let the hockey crack a reptilian shapeshifter building a Moonberry's heart. They're spraying chemtrails 9/11 was his job to school Tower 7. The Bohemian Grove worship now starts flat. The millennium is fake. Alex joins as Bill Hicks. The Flores trying to frogs gay. White man, bring you pow.